I think the world of girl skateboarding is not as new as many people think that it is, and I think that there's been a lot of progress made in the sense that women are now, I guess, more able to hold their own because there's more of us, and it's kind of like the fourth wave of feminism type situation where, like, I'm allowed to be here just as much as you are. Started skating over the past summer, so like the last 4 months probably. I got a job at a skate shop, and that was probably one of the most intimidating things I've had to do in a while because it was kind of just as much about knowing about skateboarding but kind of being able to hold my own.
I don't remember really any girls or women in the sport at the time. There was definitely no other girls at the skate park. It was just an absolute boys club. And I took a lot of time off from skateboarding, as many people do, and started back when I went to college a few years ago. And in just that short window, I started seeing a few girls at the park here and there. And just in the last few years that I started back skateboarding, I've seen it just go up and up and up, with more girls being like homies bringing their friends to the park, and then their homies inviting other girls to the park. And there's really starting to become a community of women in skateboarding, which I think is really, really, really awesome. And it's clear because women are ripping. They're so freaking good. I think the future of skateboarding for women is really, really bright.
As the years roll by, more and more women are beginning to get on wheels. They are influencing prominent brands and organizations like Adidas, Nike, Converse, Street League, all the way to the Olympics. Their influence has evoked change and a persistent desire to bring a new face into skateboarding. Inevitably, this new change has brought women from all ages, cultures, and ends of the world onto a board.
So I think it's really easy to accentuate the stereotype about girl skateboarding with pro skaters like Nigel Houston, who's sponsored by like Nike and Monster, and he's a major part of the Nike skateboard team. For him to say something along the lines of girls should not be involved in skateboarding because he's worried about them getting hurt, like his little sister, and then for him to post edits with Instagram models doing like skate secretary type things. I don't know, it's just pretty comical.
Well, I think it mainly was male-dominated just because most action sports are male-dominated industries. Just because it's not just your average sport, there's high consequence that comes along with each, different interest within action sports. So you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna fall out, you're gonna break a ton of bones, you're gonna, you're just gonna get worked. But you gotta be able to put in the work to be able to get the clip or to be able to learn the trick that you've been trying to learn and to push through that. But it's pretty cool to see even just throughout the past 5-10 years, to see a larger female presence grow within both snowboarding and skateboarding. But for skateboarding, I think it can be pretty intimidating because dudes are ripping around you, and if you don't know how to drop in, you're not going to be as inclined to want to learn how to drop in unless you have your friends there kind of hyping it up.